Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we're discussing this week's NFL games. And last night's game was one of the most wild games I've seen for all the wrong reasons. 63 to 21. At one point it was 63 to 20. At one point it was 63 to 7. Raiders beat the Chargers. And my gosh, that was just absolutely tough to watch. If you were a Chargers fan. If I was a Chargers fan, I feel horrible for you right now. But if you're not, it was actually kind of fun. It was kind of fun watching a team get beat that badly. And by 9 o'clock Pacific time, yeah, Brandon Staley was fired. He was gone by my lunch break. And I'm in the East. So, yeah, it was very, very early. But the main takeaway from this is that the Raiders can score. They went from a team that didn't score at all last game to a team that scored arguably some of the most points in NFL history. So yeah. But let's get into some other stuff. This is a big week for a lot of people. This is fantasy football playoffs for some. I know in some leagues that starts this week, some stuff it starts next week. Mine starts next week, but this week this has some implications for it. So let's cover the matchups because matchups are very important. You have the 1 o'clock games. For Saturday, actually. There's some 1 o'clock game Saturday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, Vikings versus Bengals. Interesting matchup here. Nick Mullins is going to be starting for the Vikings. See how that plays out. Josh Dobbs might get back in, but for right now, he was on the bench. Bengals have Jake Browning, the legendary Jake Browning. I would love seeing Joshua Dobbs versus Jake Browning play. It's been a rewind of 2016 again, because those are my two favorite players back then. But for right now, it's going to be this matchup. And Cincinnati's on the roll. Jake Browning's look actually pretty good. It seemed like they figured out an offense that will fit well for him. And he can make a lot of good throws. I got Jake Browning and the Bengals in this one. Then we have the Steelers and Colts at 4:30. This is a battle. This is a huge playoff implications in this one because the Steelers have just choked a couple games. They choked against the Cardinals. That was very bad. And then the Patriots, that's also very bad. Can't be choking those games. You got to be able to win those. And the Colts are on a roll right now. And I'm kind of leaning towards the Colts here. I'm in favor of the Colts. I think at home it's going to be a big game. I'm leaning for Gardner Minshew, man. Because the Steelers just don't have a good offense. So if not Matt Canada, it's still not putting up points. And then their defenses looked worse too. It's kind of strange. Then we have the Broncos versus Lions. That is the night game for Saturday. Very important battle here. Jared Goff has looked awful recently. He has looked very, very bad. But Russell Wilson's been very good in the fourth quarter. So if this game gets close late, I think that will give the Broncos a good chance to win this. But, the Lions, I'm going to have to go with them. They're at home. I like the run game. I think this game's going to be very close. I could definitely see it going in the Broncos' favor, but right now I'm going to rock with Jared Goff and them. But now we have the 1 o'clock stuff to talk about, and it's a hot start here. Giants versus Saints. Tommy DeVito has become a huge star now in New York. He has his agent's going to be in the Hall of Fame now for the Italian Hall of Fame because he's like the agent of 19 former NFL Super Bowl players. That's insane. And there's a Tommy DeVito, man. They're playing the Saints. Saints need to have a chance to make the playoffs. I don't know. I don't trust the Saints team. If they ever Raheed Shaheed, I think it'll make a big difference. I'm going off the Saints, but it's not confident. It's definitely not a confident thing. I could definitely see the Giants win this, but right now I'm going to go with the Saints. Then we have the Bears versus Browns. Browns defense will be too much for the Bears to handle offensively. The Browns look pretty solid with big body Joe Flacco. I'm going to go with Joe Flacco and the Browns here. There we go, Cleveland. They might clinch up a playoff spot with that pretty much because they're going to have some losses here and there. And since they won last week against the Jags, which was a huge win, very much an underrated win, if stuff breaks the right way, maybe they can get a chance to catch the Ravens, but probably needs some stuff to happen. And we will have to maybe have some games here and there that might change some stuff. But for right now, the Browns are looking at a high wild card position. So yeah, which will be interesting. It'll be fun to watch. And then we have the Falcons versus Panthers. local rivalry overall. Falcons need this win, keep them in playoff hopes alive. I think they're going to get it this one. I think their defense is too much for the Panthers to handle. What can the Panthers handle, to be honest, outside of a bunch of turnovers and bad run game? They're bad offensively and everything. Outside of like maybe Adam Thielen, I like Chuba Hubbard. I like him calling him Chuba, but his name's Chuba, so I'm gonna call him that. Chuba Hubbard. He's pretty good. I think Bryce Young will be better and better in a different system, but for right now, I don't see a way the Falcons lose this. I mean, the Falcons do a lot of incredible things, but lose to the Panthers, I don't see that happening. Bucks versus Packers. I'm leaning towards the Packers in this one. I think at Lambeau Field will be a big difference. Jordan Love, I think, will bounce back. A little bit of a rough game against the Giants. I think he will bounce back in this one. He may keep plays, but he had some mistakes earlier on. I think the Packers are going to win this one against the Bucks. Bucks are very important. They're leading the NFC South right now, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. You have the Jets versus Dolphins. Last time they played, they had the Hail Mary. That's whenever that name's given, it's something bad happened, and it was to the Jets. It was an interception off of a Hail Mary on the last play of the first half. It was phenomenal to watch. It was amazing. But I got the Dolphins winning this one. Tyreek Hill, it's gonna be. I think Tyreek Hill will play. He might not. He played about 50% of the game against the Titans after he got hurt. Then he went out, came back for a bit, went off, came back a little bit, then off. Yeah, I think he will play, but if he doesn't, I'm not be surprised. And if he doesn't play, then this game definitely could go to the Jets. Especially if Zach Wilson plays like he did last week against the Texans. He definitely has a chance. Then you have another 1 o'clock game. A lot of 1 o'clock games. And it's the Chiefs versus Patriots. Bad day for my Patriots. Chiefs are going to roll through them. They will. But they've not looked that good, though, this year. They've not looked that good, the Chiefs have. And mainly Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney has arguably lost them 2 games. One against the Lions and one against the Bills. And Chiefs are going to get mad that it was a bad call. No, it was a great call. It was perfectly fine. It was the right call. Shut up about it. Complain, argue, call out your teammate. Do that at one point. Hold Kadarius Toney accountable fully, because everyone else is. So do it yourself. Do that. They probably did behind closed doors, but publicly, so we know, it'd be kind of nice. Yeah. Then we have the Texans versus Titans. CJ Stroud's doubtful. If he doesn't play, give me the Titans. If he does play, give me the Texans. I think he might play, but this is a huge game for the Texans for any chance of them making the wild card. It's still very likely. It's a very logical chance they can make it. But the Titans just came off a win against the Dolphins. Very good job, Will Levis and the Titans. He made a lot of mistakes in the fourth quarter, but then he capitalized again. Overall, the Titans played good defense, especially in the red zone. Very good defense there. So, yeah. And then you have the 49ers versus Cardinals, the 4 o'clock stuff. 49ers will roll. They beat them up last time they played. I got them doing pretty much the same thing here. Kyler Murray might make some plays here and there, but nothing consistently. Then we got the Commanders versus Rams. Rams still technically have a chance to make the playoffs. Commanders don't. It's in Los Angeles. I'm going to lean towards the Rams in this one. I think Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp will just be too much for them. The guard. Definitely guard. Then you have the game of the week for at least NFL terms. You have the Cowboys versus Bills. Big game. Big game. Bills' chance of making the playoffs are on the line here. Cowboys' chance of possibly catching up, but the Eagles are on the line here. You need some things to work out in your favor. And that could happen. That definitely can happen. I don't know. I would give me the Bills. I'm not confidently saying that. But I will say this. Dak is definitely a different player on the road than he is at home. Their offense is very different on the road than they are at home. And the Bills are very much a different team at home than they're on the road, too. They had some mistakes against the Broncos, which was big, but I think they've been able to change some things. And I think Josh Allen will have a good day here. It's all about if Josh Allen's accurate. If Josh Allen's accurate, he's the best quarterback in the NFL. But whenever he's inaccurate, it's bad. It's bad. Very bad. You got outplayed by Zach Wilson when he had a bad night. Yeah, stuff like that. I got the Bills winning this one. Then you have the Ravens versus Jags, Sunday Night Football. It's in Jacksonville. Man, this could be big game. Humongous game here. Give me the Ravens. Even though it's in Jacksonville, I could definitely see the Jaguars winning this. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to be healthy enough. He's going to play, of course, but I don't think he's going to be healthy enough to actually make a humongous difference. He had 3 interceptions last game against the Browns. All to the same dude, I'm pretty sure. So shout out to that guy. And yeah, give me the Ravens coming off a big win against the Rams. Very close game. Went off a punt return in overtime. First time I've ever seen that happen live. So yeah, give me the Ravens. This one I think they're going to be too much. And then we have Monday Night Football. Eagles versus Seahawks. I think the Eagles are 0-8, 0-9 versus Seattle in the last 9 games or 8 games. I might be calling an upset here. The Seahawks need to win this game. Eagles have been a little bit iffy right now. You know what? We're going to stand on it. We're going with the streak that's happened. Give me the Seahawks. Do I have faith in them a little bit? Do I think it's going to happen? No, but I'm going to rock with them anyways because why not? So, yeah, give me the Seahawks in this one. So, yeah, that's my opinions for this week. So, yeah. Put on the comments what you feel about this stuff. Hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless y'all.